Well, hello everybody. I'm here at Dorothy Carnes Park, and it's just north of Fort Atkinson. And this is my first hike that I'm bringing you guys out. I actually had a change of plans because I was going to go to the Kettle Moraine State Forest east of here, but found out from one of my friends that the trail that I was going on is actually going to be occupied by a lot of people. They're having a fall color festival, I believe it's called, and they're going to be having a lot of mountain bikers there, and also they have a kids tent set up, so that parking lot's going to be pretty much full. So I decided that I don't want to be driving in a bunch of traffic this morning, and instead I come out here to the county park. Been here many times. There are a few places I have not been here though, and hopefully I can take you along. Now I'm going to show you what's in my pack here. It's a little backpack that I have, and I have my water right there, the quintessential water. Always want to have water with you no matter where you go and what time of day. And here just have my phone just in case something happens out there, my wallet, and then this other bigger pouch here have my Canadian Elk Island Park hat there. Parks Canada. I was there this summer for a few days and we went hiking out there and we saw bison tracks. It was pretty cool. It was kind of scary at the same time. I'm just going to put this on right now. There we go. And also I brought this winter cap too. I didn't know how chilly it would be, but it's nice this morning. Won't need this. And my pumpkin spice cupcake that I made last night. Others at home, but just in case we get a little snacky. I'll put these back in here. And also I have my tripod for my video camera right here. And then my camera case. So I'm going to shut you off and then I'll be back again soon. Alright, so I'm back here with you. And we're going to be trekking into the park now, and actually surprisingly I've been seeing like 3 bees already, and I was just out here for a few minutes. There's some hovering in my pack just a little bit ago. I think they'd be pretty gone by now, but there's one over here. Checking me out right there. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but it's surprising. It's late, it's almost October, and bees are checking me out still. You might hear some gunshots here because, well, hunting season is here. Coyotes hunting season, I believe, is all year, or indefinitely, really. I don't think there's any limits on that right now, and so that's probably what it is. But also deer season's going to be coming up soon in a few days, so gotta be careful of that. And it's also white-tailed deer breeding season as well, so you got to be very acute to your surroundings as always, but also especially that it's white-tailed deer mating season, be very, very careful. You don't want that thing chasing after you. So, make a lot of noise when you're walking around, especially if you're going around bends. And they're usually scared of the noise, and then they'll just run off. But if you walk up to them and startle them, that's not good. So just make a lot of noise, make yourself present, and you should be okay from the white-tailed deer. Alright, so here's the entrance. Have map here. It's pretty worn out, but we are there, as you can see. And there's a pond right there. We'll be coming up to that soon. No motorized vehicles. All pets must be leashed. Alright then. Here we go. Apparently we're on the easiest trail right now. Not a lot of greenery around. But, you know, it's fall, so there's leaves on the ground as well. Alright. It's a weird sounding thing over here. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It's almost like a no kind of sound. That's very unusual. I never heard that before. Oh, sure you heard that. Gunshots. And this is right just north of the city, so can you imagine if I was at the Kettle Moraine right now? Where orange? Where orange? For sure. So it'll dip over here. Now, main goal is to just scout out, see if there's any flowering stuff left and any berries. Wow, that sounds close. Yeah, so flowers of berries and any unusual greenery that I see too, I'll point out. Coming up on the pond here. Luckily my backpack has a little orange on it, so. Hi. Sort of make a little documentary, just walking around, talking to the camera, you know. Yeah. So you think they're shooting?
Yeah, duck season opens
Ducks?
today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then deer season is coming up in a few days too, right?
For bow season already open.
Bow season, yeah.
But then there's a youth hunt next weekend for gun hunting.
Okay. Alright.
But otherwise the 9-day gun season doesn't open until November.
Okay. So there's the pond there. And during the summer, once there's not a lot of rain, it gets very, very marshy. So at the moment, it's looking pretty good. Apparently those people that were just there said that duck season just opened today, so that's probably why there's lots and lots of people out. So luckily I'm not going to go onto the water, and because duck season's there, I'm not going to go right next to the shore either. I'll stay on the trails. And they also said bow season's going on right now. I'm not too worried about that. And the youth hunt's coming up in a few days for guns, so I might not go hiking then, because, you know, youth, less experience, so we'll see. Here we go. I've seen this almost all summer long. This little thing here, little white flower with a yellow middle, can get pretty big. So nice. There's some berries right here. Now, do never eat berries that you don't know what it is. Even if you're not 100% sure, don't eat them, because you never know what's poisonous, and you never know what can get you sick. So, I don't know what these are, so I'm not going to eat them, but they look very nice. Looks like the plant that it's on is pretty much gone, but the berries are what's left, and it's going to spread its seeds pretty soon. I suspect around this corner that maybe a person down there. This little opening to the pond past that bench there. Wonder if anyone's getting any ducks to eat. Never had duck before. Would be a nice meal, I think. Now, even though there's a white-tailed deer breeding season going on, doesn't mean that you only have to look up. Also look down. You never know what might pop out of the bush and come after you. And that's why I have my little knife with me just in case. Well, obviously that little thing's not going to do much against a full rack of horns, but little thing might help. Yeah, you can't really see down there, but the white is where that pond is again. Ooh. Well, you gotta love Wisconsin. Hunting going on most of the year. No, not most of the year, but there's always hunting going on every year. Always got to come back from the camera. There's more of those little red berry things. Looks like the same one as before. Long, vague leaves on it. Huh. Hear that? Ah! Heck, I didn't even help. There it was again. And again. These are nice leaves on the ground. Orange, pink, yellow. Beautiful. That's beautiful. It's about 9:15ish, I believe, and mid-60s right now. Feels nice. Wonder how many people are out on the pond. Or the pond slash lake. Not really big enough to be a lake, but kind of big for a pond too. There's more of those berries. Look at that. More of them. And they're next to a patch of some sort of grass that's died out. All along here. All that brown stuff. Sort of opening here. We're coming up on, this is a, I believe it's called a turtle effigy mound. The Native Americans way back when built this. I don't know what it signifies, the effigy mound, but shaped like a turtle. And pretty close to the lake here. Right there. Turtle! So, pretty nice. It's about the path that goes around it, and nice reminder that, you know, respect the Native Americans. They were here first, and just respect them. Respect them. That's why that's still there, and you know, we, watch my footing here, it's pretty steep. You know, when Europeans came ashore, we just decimated the Native Americans, sadly, oppressed them, and, you know, those monuments are a good reminder that we need to respect them, be nice to them. And they're nice people. They really are nice people. It's all about respect. This little opening. Get pretty close to the lake here, so I'm going to walk through this path pretty quickly. There we go. I don't know. Not educated enough at what type of gun they're shooting, what they're shooting. I'm not a shooter. I don't shoot, so I don't know how far the range can go. And you never know what the education level of the shooter is either. If they even know that this trail is here, I'm not sure. Coming up on some prairies here. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Anyways. Here is where I took some pictures of these spiky things a lot earlier. Now they're starting to die out, but apparently these are seeds for, I don't know what kind of tree this is, but spiky balls of doom, those things are. I don't want that stuck to my face. Nice breeze coming off the lake here. This is opening to the prairie, like I said, and there was actually a turkey that was earlier this year. There's a turkey just sitting right in here, and then when I walked up, heard this big sound, and that scared the shit out of me. Scared me. Alright, say let's take this path instead of that one. This one is not going to go as close to the pond. You see a lot of these more, I don't know what these are. Those small white flowers again. Lots of them. More over here. Oh, there's a monarch butterfly. You can see it. I don't know if you can see it on video. Just landed there. And just flew away. You can see the pond. Pond/lake thingy. Body of water. Keeps on going. Following you, butterfly. Alright. Hope the sound's on this. Pretty sure it is. Should have checked that before. Shouldn't I? Now, this right here, don't know what this is called, but earlier in the summer, this poofs out like this, sort of has a flat top to it, and it's like a white, little tiny white flowers that poof up like that, and then once they're gone, they shrivel up like that, as you can see. They're not the best smelling, but they're pretty to look at. Very pretty. See, there's still some little ones holding on here. One right there. There's a shriveled up one. One little poopy cloud in the sky. One little one. Now, kind of my inspiration for doing this was a person named Les Stroud. You might have heard of him. Sure you have. He's the one who wrote, produced, and films Survivor Man. And hold on one moment. Hold my thought. Which path? Well, farther away from the lake, so I'm gonna go this way. Anyways, so yeah, Les Stroud was my sort of my inspiration for this. Survivor Man. He's the Survivor Man guy. And again, milkweed pod. Dried up stalk, milkweed pod, seed. And Survivor Man guy did it all on his own. 7 days. Well, it might be a long time before I do that, but very tough guy, very inspirational, and pretty much the reason why I'm doing this. My shadow. Sort of a dip here. More berries. These look different than the other ones. Red around again, but there's sort of a little black tip on the bottom of that. On the bottom of them. Looks like green is not ripe. Red oranges is ripe. Again, I'm not going to eat them. I don't know what they are. Those aren't so pretty as the other ones. Look at this, the dried up thistle. Kind of ghostly looking. Mature thistles can get this tall. This is probably about 6 feet tall at the top of that branch. But these things are nasty though. Look at the little, you know when they're all dried up, they have the little prickers on them. And I had to weed some a few weeks ago, and oh man, right through my rubber gloves and my other set of more natural gloves, so to speak. They're very nice. They have a purplish flower when they're in season, which is probably about a month ago. Here's a dried up mullein plant, mullein, something like that. Almost, you know, what does that resemble? But during the summer, all these leaves, they'd have kind of ovate, biggest leaves on the bottom, and then sort of the leaves would sort of get smaller all the way up here, and then they'll have little yellow buds on these all the way up when they're in season. Some more over there. Hello, camera. Alrighty, we are moving. Flash flood prone area. This right here, guys, is a blackberry bush. And this mangled mess of stuff. Again, it's out of season, so it's all about to drop, but 10 feet tall maybe, top of that branch. Goes down a ways, but the mulberry berry is can get maybe an inch or a little longer long, and it sort of looks like a blackberry, but the little pockets of juice on that berry is sort of more flattish, and when you squeeze it, it sort of has a really red tint to it, reddish purplish tint, more reddish, and it will stain your finger for a while. Give me a natural art supply thing there. So that was a mulberry bush, or a mulberry tree, I should say. Hear the crickets? Morning time. Crickets seem like they go forever. Ho! 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 Making some noise. Anything that would scare off those male bucks. Ho! 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 I think I'm going to get a water break here. And take off my second layer. It's getting pretty warm for me. Alrighty. Well, guys, you know, if there's anything I say in here that you think that's not the right plant or the flower, or if you know what kind of flower that is that I showed, or like if you know what this white one with the yellow tips are in them, well, leave the comments below. That'd be very helpful for all of us, not just me, but for other people that are interested in this sort of stuff too. So leave your comments below and say what they are. I'd like to hear it. You know, I want to learn, and other people that watching this video want to learn as well. Sharing knowledge is grand, very grand. And you see some red falls upon us. Tints are red, I see. See them? Right there. Right there. Fall is upon us. Probably later this year than other years here. Well, I'm going to take my chances and go that way. Because there's a little path I want to go on with you guys I've never been on before. Goes right to the lake again. No, not so smart, but I'm going to take that chance. More milkweed pods. And actually, I'm going to open one of these up because now I don't know if it's too late or not, but you open one of these up, should be almost like a silky, almost like silk in here. Forgot which, oh. And here's why it's called milkweed, because if you snap a branch, look at that. Looks almost like a milky substance. It's sticky. Not going to harm you, but it's sticky. I'm going to take that off. Open this up. When you get in here, here's all the seeds on here. Make other milkweed. But, look at this, once you get the seeds thrown away. Look at this. This is almost, that's why this is sort of like silky like. Look at that. Shiny. Almost silk-like. And it feels like it too. I'm going to spread these in here. Don't want them on the trail. I mean, all of this is on the inside. It's all this nice, fine, silky-like stuff. There it goes. I hear ya. We hear ya. Ah. This tree is almost completely yellowish. Getting on more rocky ground here. Here's a coniferous tree. More deciduous around here than coniferous. Ho! 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 Alright. It's a good example right here of, you gotta watch your footing, you know, it's been pretty flat, but look at here, this is a sudden dip. One little misstep and you'll be tumbling down. It goes way down there. Look at that. Can't even see the bottom there. Here's a tree that fell, I don't know, this summer or whenever. Big tree, oh. Get any ducks? Yeah, I'm actually thinking I like this season better to walk because when I tried going here during the summer, midsummer, oh, the mosquitoes were just horrendous. They were really bad. Now, mosquitoes are pretty much done. And look at this. Typical. You'll have an area preserved for park, and then right next to it, you'll have farmland. But you know what? I'm not complaining because I'd much rather have farmland right next to a park than buildings. So this is nice. Nice view here. This is more deer territory though, so you gotta be careful. You're more careful than in the woods there. Huh. Look at this little, whoops. Look at this little dainty purplish flower here. It's weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Dropped it again. It's from this weed here. Look at the leaves. It's like a triangle-ish white spot on it. It's cool. Up there. There's the water. Oh, look at that! We're getting close. Ha ha ha! Here it ends. Alright, more marshy runoff over there. Can't really see it on camera. There's marsh area right here. And then as it dries up, more of it will creep toward the middle. And then faintly see the other side where we were before. Right there, and kind of swoops around. Alright guys, I'm going to shut this off, and then once I get to the new area that we were not yet today, I'll turn you back on. Alright? Alright, Josh here again. Hello. So, did you get my face? So I found a couple things while I'm walking back. First I found this. Another different type of berry. Red, circular. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 stems coming off this larger stem here, and berries drooping off of each one. Now I'm even taking a risk just touching these because I don't know what these are, and even touching something you can break out a rash. Like last week, brushed up against something that I didn't figure anything, you know, touching a bunch of stuff, and I had a rash on my hand for almost a week, both hands. Here's the second one. Has one large stem and then they shoot off like so. Almost like a powdery kind of blue on the outside, or the darker blue. And then this, when I was walking, dropped off a tree. I was hearing a bunch of plops, plop, plop, plop. And this popped off a tree, so some sort of nut. And I'm going to scrape each of these open. Just going to take one of these. Move these out of the way. And get zoomed in here, right? Okay. I just want to see what color these will make. So we'll pop it open. This one sort of has a white juice to it. And sort of a yellowish, clearish kind of inside to it. Doesn't smell like much at all. And again, if you guys know what these are, pop it down below. Second one here. I'll take a berry. Ooh. Look at this stain. A really dark purple on the inside. Stains reddish. Look at that. My smelling is not good right now. Third one I'm going to crack open, see what's in here. If I can even get it open. I'm going to step on it. Well, whatever this is, might not be ripe, because I can't rip this open. Let's try sipping it from the top. Oh. Whacking against the tree, it's not even opening. Huh. Well, this bugger does not want to open. Must not be ripe, huh? Comments down below? What do you guys think? There's some hole in here. I wonder if some bug went in there. I'm not sure. Alright. I'm going to throw these back into the bush areas over here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to take you for a walk now. For another walk. Here we go. I'm going to zoom out of this. Ooh, some cranes up there. I don't know if you can see them or not. Did you hear the classic sound? There it is again. There's some cranes up there. Probably gathering up their buddies to head down to Florida. The sandhill cranes, which that was, migrate from Florida to the Wisconsin, Michigan area and back again. I believe that, if I remember correctly, that their breeding grounds are actually here in Wisconsin and Michigan, and then once it gets cooler, they head back to Florida, where it's warmer, and then there they can have their give birth to more cranes, have more plentiful food down there, and then I should come back up here when it gets too hot in Florida. Hello. What kind of dog is that? Nice. Yeah. Have a good day. Alright. Coming up here now. I believe, like I said, I've never been on this path before. Alright, I think here it is. Here it is. Yep. Ratloff Prairie Trail. Again, make sound. Make yourself known. You don't want a buck being startled. So, you can, whoa, whoa, might startle it off. Look at these purple flowers. Look at that. Those are nice. I think these might be dogweed, possibly. Now, I'm not just saying that because there's a dog behind me, but it's the way the leaves are. I think these might be. It gets commonly confused with the milkweed, I believe. I think it's milkweed and the dogweed that get commonly confused. Now, could just be crazy, but who knows? Do you know? Whoa. Out of season, wacky looking spiky things. Oh! Oh! Some more of these. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. More red. Reddish purple. These seem to be the things for the plant, I should say, that's turning red before a lot of the other ones are. Ratloff Prairie Loop. 0.63 miles. Private property, no trespassing. Or it is private property, but it doesn't say no trespassing. Huh. Well, I'm not going to take my chances. Doesn't say no trespassing, but this is kind of confusing. Pointing arrow that way, private property, but I'll go this way. Another private property sign. some crows in the background. Oh! These birds. Well, I see a fence up there. See it? So, I think I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I'm gonna call it a day. I hope that you found some new experiences in this video. And there's quite a bit of stuff that we saw today that, I mean, just in this little area. And it's a county park, so hope to do this again next weekend. And like I said, feel free to post comments below. I'd love to see your comments, and other people I'm sure would love to see comments as well. And we'll see you guys next weekend.